Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
WBC Productions.
I must be the greatest. Let's get that done. I've been here before and I know what it takes. Hard work, dedication. ThaBoxingvoice.com. Mayweather is TV. He's the best.
Win, lose, or draw, we coming to fight. Can't nobody take that away. We're coming to fight.
They do what they can, I do what I want.
When you look at how he throws that left hook, it starts out really low. We're going to see what kind of character he has.
Oh, and the lefts and rights by Maidana. And it's all Marcos Maidana here with a lot of those punches off his shoulder.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and good morning to you again. We are back with some breaking news. Deontay Wilder has been mandated to get into negotiations and get this fight with Dominic Breazeale signed, sealed, and delivered before April. We'll give you all the details. If this is something you're interested in, something that you want to talk about, you know, a fight that you dislike, a fight that you want, happy that this mandatory is finally out the way, or does Dillian White deserve that mandatory status and this is a crock of bullshit? This is the place to be. 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Let me get on out to my co-host, hailing from around the globe.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. I can't say it enough. I speak it, believe it.
2 attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and miss. 2 to stand over. Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I might be at 1 million.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Yo, what's going on, everybody out there in the TBV universe? Big ups to everybody out there in the chat. We got Two Tails, we got my guy Ams, Aaron Mason, Siri, Kieran Bates, UK Boxing Shepherd, Leonard Sterling. What's going on, man? But yeah, WBC coming out with some news, breaking news. They enforced the mandatory for Deontay Wilder, which is Dominic Breazeale. And if you listened to the show yesterday, you kind of got my drift, but I will reinforce my drift today, and I'll pass it along to Akan. What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Back again with another one. Yeah, WBC have just made a announcement that, you know, Breazeale is the mandatory, and the key word here is also the mandatory, because surely he should technically be a voluntary if they did order a final eliminator. But where does this now leave White? Did he know this all along, and is that why he went to ESPN? Will White get a title shot this year? Let's discuss it.
Oh, wow, man. Very excited about this news because we have something, right? Like, we know something. We know that it's not going to be White with Wilder. It's not going to be, you know, Tyson Fury rematch, and most definitely not Joshua, since he's already facing Gerald Miller. So I'm excited that now we can focus our attention to this, but I'm wondering, why is this just like, I don't know, is this just protocol, Akan, for the WBC to put in their, you know, release that these two are ordered to start free negotiations, but a purse bid ceremony can be conducted on April 4th if they don't come to an agreement by then. And I'm saying to myself, is that just like the normal? Because, you know, if anybody doesn't come to an agreement, there'll be a purse bid, or are they already letting us know what's to come? Because these two parties obviously don't get along, but they are also managed and advised, I want to say either managed or advised by the same person in Al Heyman. So it's interesting. Would there really be a purse bid between two Al Heyman fighters?
I don't see a purse bid happening. I think Al Heyman would definitely arrange for this fight to be done, you know, privately, in private discussions. However, I think the WBC had to put that out based on the statements that they'd released with Wilder and Fury. So with Wilder and Fury, they set a date for the purse bid. They set another date for the purse bid. The purse bid was then, there was an exception and another exception, and then they just said further, there's a delay until further notice. So I think the WBC have to kind of cover their backs and say we have to get back to our word sticking, because I don't know if what they've announced previously with Wilder and Fury, it kind of sat well with a lot of the fans. So I think this is them covering their backs to say if this doesn't happen by this date, we've got a purse bid.
Now, look, you can look at it in one or two ways. Like, you can look at it as being a good thing because Wilder can get his mandatory defense out the way, and we really don't have to worry about this being called later on down the line, so we can possibly get a big fight. Now, if you're Dillian White, on the other hand, you're looking at this like, man, after the year that I had compared to this guy year, how is he the mandatory and I'm not? So that's a gripe he could have, and also that they ordered a final eliminator for the mandatory position between Breazeale and White. And seeing as that fight didn't happen, there we go. But I mean, and I don't see it going to purse bid either, because you can run the risk of this being the Wild Wild West. The Zone come in, throw a bid in. ESPN might come in, throw a bid in, just to have Wilder on their network, just to possibly show him like, hey man, this is what we can do for you. You see how we're promoting, you see how we're doing all this, and have you on SportsCenter and all these shows. Like, so that's entirely possible. But same time, I don't see Al Heyman making that risk. You know, I think they'll hammer something out. Breazeale probably get paid nicely. What's the split on a mandatory, like 65-35 in the WBC?
I think it's 65-35.
Okay, yeah, so he'll get a nice little pretty penny. I'm sure so. We'll just see how it goes.
But yeah, I do agree. I think with the news of ESPN allegedly or being close to signing Dillian White as well, I don't believe that Showtime can afford to let this go to a purse bid, because I do believe other players will come into it and they'll say, okay, well, we're going to show you, we're going to put up money. And ESPN are throwing money at Tyson Fury, allegedly throwing money at White. There's Dazn, who would like to make a statement also. So they would like to put that fight just on their platform to, like you said, Mike, to entice the fighters. Not so much about subscribers. I'm not sure whether they'd put it because they want huge viewing numbers, but more so to entice, Deontay Wilder and even maybe a Breazeale to say, look what we can do for you. Look at, the promotion we can put behind you. Look at the money we have available. So I don't believe that Showtime would allow this to go to a purse bid.
And I cannot stress how much of a power move Dillian White going to ESPN was, because we heard him in the IFL TV interview saying, hey man, if this right here happens, if this particular situation happens, I would try to do some legal actions towards the WBC. It's not my quote, it's his quote, so he said it. Now, going to ESPN and working with Bob Arum, a guy who's been working with the WBC for years, a lot of his fighters are WBC champions, and the fact that he's a former lawyer, and if his client or his fighter feels like they've been wronged by a sanctioning body, you could maybe expect Bob Arum to try to go after the WBC, so his guy Dillian White can be the mandatory, and this right here be a voluntary. So we really don't know, man. I want to see how that dynamic all breaks down.
I do agree. I agree with what you've just said, Mike. However, I do think with this news, Dillian White might not actually get a title shot until 2020.
That's what I'm looking at, man. Like, if this news happens and if this is the mandatory, then the next one can't be called to like
it can't be called exactly. It won't be called till next year. And then say, for example, Dillian White goes into the WBO or the WBA. AJ's next mandatory will be the IBF. It has to be the IBF. So that will be Pulev. And the only way AJ gets out of fighting Pulev without getting stripped is if he fights the unification with Wilder. So if that unification with Wilder happens, for example, and you get a rematch after that, he most likely won't get AJ next year either. So then you're hoping that Wilder is just Wilder and that you'll be the mandatory for Wilder. But the WBC might turn around and say, well, we'll make the final eliminator between White and Ortiz. But going down the route of the legal route, I think it will be quite a lengthy process. It will cost a lot of money. I'm not sure how successful White will be in it, but I suppose if it's an option, you'd want to explore it.
I thought the WBO was up next. Has AJ
no, AJ hasn't defended the IBF yet, because when he was meant to,
has he defended the WBO though? Like he had.
Oh, but he got the WBO last year.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have a special treat for you. Since we're talking the mandation from the WBC for fighter Dominic Breazeale and champion Deontay Wilder, I bring you the trainer, world-renowned trainer of Dominic Breazeale, former trainer of Oscar Valdez, even Shabaransky. I bring you Manny Robles. What's going on, Manny? ¿Cómo está? Buenos días. How are you? Thank you for taking out the time to give us this opportunity to have you on the show when this breaking news from the WBC just hits.
Buenos dias.
Good morning. Buenos dias. How are you guys? Thank you for having me on the show.
Oh, man, we're good. We're good, man. Thank you, obviously, for you. It's very early on the West Coast. But how are you receiving this news? I'm hoping you heard of this last night. But today, the WBC has said that they're calling the mandation of Wilder Breazeale. They must get into free negotiations before April 4th. If not, purse bid.
Correct. No. I'm just hearing about the news now. I had no idea. I mean, it's funny because the WBC can say one thing today and say another tomorrow. So, I mean, unless it's on paper, then you know it's a fact.
How do you feel about Dillian White saying that he is more deserving to be the WBC mandatory than Dominic Breazeale by the track record that he had last year by beating Lucas Brown, beating Joseph Parker, and beating Derek Chisora?
I mean, I think you have the answer to that yourselves. It's Dominic had not fought in over a year, and Dillian White's been staying busy. So, and plus he holds a WBC belt. So, yeah, he's probably right. He probably is more deserving of fighting for a world title.
Okay. Now we all know there's bad. We all know that there's bad blood between Dominic Breazeale and Deontay Wilder. How do you keep Dominic focused and not let his emotions play into the fight if the fight happens?
Because simply they don't. They don't. Dominic is he's a focused fighter. He doesn't mix one thing with another. He understands that what happened outside of the ring is one thing. That's personal, but it makes it for a more interesting fight. It definitely does. But when Dominic is he's an experienced fighter now. He's fought for the world title before. He's an experienced fighter. So, he knows how to handle himself, and he knows what to do, and not let these type of situations get under his skin.
Herman, Manny Robles. I spoke to Herman Salcido, the trainer of Luis Ortiz, over this past week. And we obviously spoke with Dominic Breazeale since he was in the opposite corner with Carlos Negron. But in that interview, he expressed that Dominic Breazeale has no chance because he's been able to face Wilder with Luis Ortiz and face Breazeale with Carlos Negron. He feels that Negron, given the right amount of time and maybe being a natural heavyweight, would have had a lot more success than he already had with Dominic. What do you say about that?
Well, Negron had plenty of time to get ready for the Dominic Breazeale fight. So I don't know what he meant by that. With all due respect, he had plenty of time. They gave him plenty of notice, and plus he's an Olympian. He's also a former Olympian, and he's been campaigning at the heavyweight division for a while now. It wasn't like he just moved up from the cruiserweight division from one day to the next to the heavyweight division, that is. So he's been a heavyweight for a little while now. It's not. It isn't anything that just happened from one day to the next. So, but he's entitled to his opinion, of course, and as you said, having Negron and then also working with Ortiz and having to face Deontay Wilder in the past, he has a legitimate point. I think that with Ortiz versus Wilder, he just didn't, he made a mistake and he wasn't able to finish him off. Plus, he had a little bit of help from the referee. You remember how he extended the round and he took him to the corner and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, I can see his point. He has a valid point, but then, you know, he had his opportunity, and now it's Dominic's. You know, Dominic, he's going to have his opportunity to fight for the world title, and hopefully he'll be able to. He'll be able to, if he gets an opportunity, of course, be able to finish him off. That means Deontay Wilder. We know it's a tough task. We understand it's not an easy situation. It's not an easy fight. You're fighting one of the best fighters in the world, of course. But again, you know, Dominic already fought Anthony Joshua, which I believe is the best super heavyweight in the world, and that was quite an experience for him, of course. That was a good learning experience for him, and I know for a fact that it'll be different versus Deontay Wilder.
Now, most Monday morning quarterbacks, all us guys on the internet, everybody, all the writers, they're thinking Tyson Fury gave Dominic Breazeale the blueprint. So the question is, Dominic Breazeale, being a former Olympian, can he get on his toes? Can he box versus Wilder to solidify that win? Because as we can see from that Fury fight, if you stay too close to the fire, you're going to get burnt.
Yeah, well, we're talking about two different fighters. Styles make fights, and of course, Tyson Fury is a different fighter from Dominic Breazeale. So you can't ask Dominic to do things that he's not accustomed to doing, like Tyson Fury. So, you know, we're gonna have to develop a different type of game plan to fight Wilder.
Now, prior to today, how serious was negotiations with Dillian White for a potential fight? Were you guys close, or was that like really, really, really far apart?
I don't know. I couldn't answer that question, to be quite honest with you. That's a question that Dominic can answer for you and tell you how much talk there was. Because again, like I said in the past, you know, the WBC can say one thing today and then say another tomorrow. And that's first they called out that they made it a mandatory, and not a mandatory, but they
eliminator
a fight between you know what I mean? I mean, Dominic had already fought two eliminators. I mean, how many times do you need to fight a title eliminator to get a shot at the title, right? And then they said Dillian White, they ordered, or something like that, something of that sort. They said WBC mandates the fight between Dillian White and Dominic Breazeale. That was one day, and then the next day it's like, no, now it's Dominic Breazeale versus Deontay Wilder. So, you know, like I said, unless there's a signed contract, then you know.
What would the ideal weight be for the Deontay Wilder fight? We've seen Dominic come in as big as 273, I believe, and we've seen him against Izzu, like maybe have some stamina issues down the line. So, are you guys doing anything different in training, and what weight can we expect Dominic to come in?
I think Dominic's best weight to come in is at 250, right around 250. Dominic's a big boy, so I say about 250. That's his comfort weight. That's what he feels at his best. So I see him coming in right around 250.
And are you guys doing anything in training to work on endurance and like making sure you guys can go?
Believe me, one thing that impresses me about Dominic is that he's always in training. This guy's definitely a dedicated athlete. You know, definitely in the gym every single day and doing his conditioning work, putting in his road work. So Dominic, I can guarantee you, Dominic will be ready.
If you see him,
be ready for this fight. So I don't think. Yeah, go ahead.
If Dominic is to be victorious, do you see him winning on points, or do you see him possibly getting the KO?
I see him getting a KO, honestly.
Okay. Wow.
Mr. Robles, do you think that, you know, the long out process that it's been to get to this Wilder fight, if it ever happens, serve Dominic better? because you have that Fury fight and you just got to see more of Wilder and his, I guess, flaws and how to capitalize on them?
Well, unfortunately, no, because the fighter always wants to stay busy. You know, Dominic had a long layoff, and it wasn't by choice. Unfortunately, you know, things happen between the management and the promotion and whatnot. So these are things that are obviously out of my hands, out of my league. But you always want to see your boxers stay busy, stay active. The fighter wants to fight, and they want to stay busy. So again, it wasn't by choice.
You guys are in California. Does Dominic train at the snack facility by chance?
No, we're in Southern California. Dominic has been at Legends Boxing, which is my gym in the city of Norwalk for a bit over. It's the facility's been open for a little bit over a year, so we've been at Legends for about a little bit over a year or so.
And will that be where training camp is held for this Wilder fight?
I don't know. I don't know as of yet where. I mean, there's talks about moving elsewhere, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about that.
So, Manny, who else are you working with? Because I know you work with Oscar Valdez, and now he's with Canelo's trainer, Eddie Reynoso. So did you pick up any new talent?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm working with Andy Reeves, another super heavyweight that just signed with Al Heyman, and you know, I'm getting them ready for April 20th. On the, I believe he's fighting on the undercard of Danny Garcia. So yeah, another super heavyweight, Charles Martin, that fights next week in Texas on the undercard of
You got
you
Charles.
You train Charles Martin?
Wait. You train Charles Martin?
Yes,
now?
I do.
I thought Jeff Mayweather trained Charles Martin.
Actually, I was hired as a cut man to work with Charles Martin in his last fight, and soon after that fight, they hired me to come in as the new coach of Charles Martin. So,
No lie, man. I'm expecting some big surprises. I'm expecting some big surprises from Charles Martin this year, man. I think he had a very good fight with Adam Kownacki and really showed me that what we thought of him when he fought Anthony Joshua wasn't the guy who was in the ring with Kownacki. He was there to fight, and I really expect him to do some positive things this year. Like what
do you think about that fight with Corbin? Where do you see Corbin, and how far off of the same? Like, if what level is Corbin compared to a Martin?
Well, with all due respect to Corbin, I've been watching his fights. Of course, we've been breaking them down and trying to dissect them and get ready for this fight. So, you know, we're not treating this fight lightly at all. He's undefeated, 15-0. But Charles is ready, definitely ready. He's in a different state of mind now. We've been, you know, camp has been great. Sparring has been great. As a matter of tomorrow, this last day of sparring, and we're definitely excited to, you know, go to Texas and show everything that we've been working on, and hopefully, I'm hopeful that we can get a rematch with Kownacki. Man, I would love that. You get to see a different fighter in Charles Martin if that's the case.
You think we can get Charles Martin on the show before his fight?
Yeah, I think so. Absolutely. He's open for it, definitely.
Absolutely.
I'll mention him to him. I'll mention him to him today when I get to the gym.
Well, Manny, look, we don't want to take too much of your time, but I'm definitely excited to hear that you're training Charles, man. How would you say that fight is going to end up with Greg Corbin? Because he is undefeated. This is his opportunity, so to speak, right? Like, he hasn't been on this stage, so now he's getting the named fighter and a television fight. So obviously Martin is the A side, But how do you see that fight playing out? Do you know anything of Corbin?
Yeah, well, again, as I said, I've been watching a few fights on a few of his fights on YouTube, and nowadays you can just link onto YouTube and pretty much find anything you want about a fighter. So that's the way I've been going about it. And now Charles will definitely be ready for this fight. He's definitely in a different state of mind now, and I one way or another, either by decision or by knockout. Listen, it's a 10-round fight. So you have to treat it as such. We don't train for 5 or 6 rounds. You know, we're getting ready for 10. So if we can, either one way or another, either we win by decision or by knockout. But you know, we're going out there to win, and we're gonna be 100% ready, prepared mentally, physically, and gotta do what we gotta do.
Let's say Charles Martin is victorious, but he can't get the Kownacki rematch. What route does Charles Martin go? Does he try to get another up-and-coming prospect, or does he try to get like a fringe contender to like get his name back in the mix?
There's something. There's definitely something. If we can get through this fight, of course, his management team is definitely working on a big fight. You know, I can't say anything really, to be quite honest with you. I will leave that. I don't want to step on anybody's toes, and I always try to stay on my lane. So I will leave that up to the management, or even Charles Martin. If he wants to say anything about that, then he can. But my job is to get him ready for this fight. I'm excited, and I'm excited for Charles to step into the ring and show what show what he's been working on. So yeah.
Well, Manny, go ahead, Ness. Well, Manny, I want to thank you for your time. We appreciate you coming on the show. Good luck to you and Dominic Breazeale when you face Deontay Wilder. I know it's going to be a great fight. If you got any social media that you want to give out, go ahead and give it out now.
Yes, I'm on Instagram at Manuel.boxing and Facebook Manuel.boxing as well.
Hey, Manny, have you ever come across Big Baby Miller outside of social media?
No, I have not. I work with Andy Reeves, as I said. So Andy explained to me that Big Baby Miller had called him out before, so he wouldn't mind taking that fight anytime soon.
How do you see that fight playing out with Big Baby and AJ?
It's an interesting fight, man. But as I said before, AJ is the best super heavyweight in the world, and I know that from experience, man.
What makes AJ the best, man? What makes AJ better than a Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder?
Well, it's very simple. He's a complete fighter. He can box, he can bang, he can crack. He's a good all-around boxer. You know, again, to me, he's the most complete fighter in the heavyweight division.
So how are you looking for that fight to end? Early stoppage for AJ, making an impression on American public? Does Big Baby last the rounds? Is he durable enough to go 12, since we've seen Takam go very late and Joseph Parker go 12?
Correct. But again, I respect all fighters. Gotta respect the game. There's levels. You know, Joseph Parker, former world champion, and to mention even Dylan White that fought Anthony Joshua, but this was way back before he won the world title. I mean, Joshua's been there. He's seen it. He's done that. He's an Olympian for a reason. He's an Olympic gold medalist for a reason. I remember I'm sorry, I'm gonna defer from a little bit from the question you just asked. I remember Anthony Joshua when I was working with the USA boxing team as a coach at the World Championships in Baku, Azerbaijan, and I saw Joshua make it to the finals in that tournament and win a silver medal, which is very questionable. A lot of people thought that he'd won the gold, but he was fighting a home fighter, so it was a close decision. So it went to the home fighter back then. But what am I saying by this? What I'm saying is that he's already fought the best, even as an amateur. You know, he's seen it all. I mean, being a silver medalist at the Worlds, being a gold medalist at the Olympics, now as a world champion in WBA, IBF, WBO, and whatnot. I mean, this guy he's proven time and time again that he's the real deal, and this will not be the exception to the rule. I believe that Big Baby Miller, he's a good fighter, but I just don't think that he's at Anthony Joshua's level.
Gotcha, man.
But I definitely see Joshua winning.
Yeah, it's gonna be a real tough fight, man. But again, man, thank you for your time. We appreciate you coming on. Best of luck to you and all your fighters. Again, go ahead and give out your social media and just let the people know where they can find you.
Yes, very simple. Manual.boxing, Instagram pretty much, and also Facebook.
Man,
right, man.
Thank you again, brother. Appreciate your time as always. Can't wait for the fights. See you later. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. World-renowned trainer Manny Robles. Breaking news. Look, we didn't know, at least to us, right on our little podcast here, we did not know that he was training Charles Martin. So that is a absolutely great thing.
Now, did he say that Jeff Mayweather is no longer involved, or did he say that they're training him together? Because he said he came in as a cut man. Now he's like part of the training.
Well, he said he came in as a cut man, and then he was asked to take. He was asked to be head. So I'm assuming he's the head. But damn, I wanted to get a little bit more out of him on that Greg Corbin fight, man. I know that fight is gonna be on that betting line, baby.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. That's gonna be a tough fight to pick. But yeah, man,
I don't know about tough. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was trying to see how many levels he thought Corbin was beneath Martin. I mean, Martin,
the way he was talking, he wasn't very impressed with the YouTube videos that he's seen.
Exactly.
From Corbin.
So he believes Martin is way better.
And he said,
"No, how much better?"
One thing that he did say, he was like, "Now we train for a 10-round fight. We're not going there to take anybody lightly, but that kind of tells me that they think they can possibly get Corbin up out of there. And if it turns into like one of those kind of fights, anybody can get anybody out of their heavyweight division. But
I hope he gets us some Martin, because interesting to see when Martin made that switch and why. And yeah, I mean, it's like you said, that Kovnowski fight was pretty decent with Martin.
My opinion about him, man. I'm telling you, people laugh at me, but that Kovnowski fight changed my opinion about Charles Martin.
Liz, I looked through the attachment that you emailed. So on the WBC, they're quite lengthy ones. I read through it, and essentially what the WBC have done here is they've said that back in October at their 56th annual convention, they essentially said that Wilder had to make his they allowed Wilder to make the defense against Tyson Fury, but on the condition that the winner of that fight would fight their mandatory challenger, Dominic Breazeale. So they're essentially saying the conclusion was we're going back to what we agreed in October, which was that our mandatory fighter, Dominic Breazeale, is up next for Wilder if he doesn't fight the rematch that we agreed that Wilder could have with Fury. So at no point they actually said that Dominic Breazeale, in their minds, he fought the eliminator versus Eric Molina. And since he won that fight, he became mandatory back then.
So
they haven't
2017 as well.
Yeah, 2017, correct.
But they did
whoa.
already.
2017?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they can't beat that. Ain't no way you can beat that in court, Dylan. I'm sorry.
And that's when the Eric Molina fight happened. That's why I asked you where was Dillian ranked in the sanctioning bodies at that time, because it just didn't make any sense. But when is that Martin fight?
On the Earl Spence undercard, I believe he said in Texas in next week. So I concluded shit. Earl Spence, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, real quick, man, we are 16 people away from 98,000. So if you're listening right now and you're not subscribed,
98,000 viewers,
98,000 subscribers, 2,000 away for that 100 done. The 100,000, I'm telling you, the 100,000 come in and let's get that plaque. You're gonna see a lot of changes with TBV. Bigger guests, bigger shows, bigger motherfucking trips. more and more content. I mean, it's kind of hard to put out outdo
the fight on the betting lines. Yeah, I'm mad.
We all about betting lines now. It's kind of hard to outdo what we're doing now with Run and my guy Jack is the Truth out in London, the UK, doing this thing. He got kind of upset earlier when I didn't mention his name, but Jack is the Truth, aka Akin. He's out there doing his thing, man. Right now, he was at the Yard presser, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna be at the Yard weigh-in on Friday. So big ups to Jack, man. Huh?
They trying to play. Well, yeah,
man.
What's your
big ups to Run, big ups to Ness, big ups to everybody out there doing your thing. Cantu, I ain't forgot about you, man, down in Texas. See you next week.
Nez, people in the chat would like to know what your opinion is on the trainer saying AJ is the best heavyweight in the world.
I mean, listen, he feels that way because he's been there. He's been there. Like, that's the same thing about that's why I like Manny and the way that he answers questions. Listen, when I brought up Herman Salcido, he said, look, I respect his opinion because he's been there with Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz, and he's been there with Breazeale and Negron. So, is this? I'm gonna answer it the same way. He's been there with Anthony Joshua and Breazeale. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, you got to tell Run about this motherfucking New York etiquette. Tell him he can't just be falling asleep on no train. And then gonna get robbed and stabbed or something, get pissed on. I seen a motherfucker get pissed on the train one time on where I started.
On the train?
He fell asleep on the train that we just did. I fell asleep on the train. I don't even know where the hell I am.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Bag still on him.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You can't, bro. I'm not even from New York, but I've heard stories about the fucking subway in New York. So Ron G, man, come on, man. You better than that, man. You smarter than that. But yeah, man, back to what you were saying. Yeah, the Charles Martin fight against Gregor Corbin. It's gonna be dicey, man. Like, how you've been in camp and you've seen Corbin in the gym. Like, what does he strike you as? I mean, does he strike you as a person that could possibly?
I ain't get to see him spar, man. I ain't get to see him spar, but he is big. But I've only stood next to Martin a few times, so I don't know who's bigger yet.
Guys, Ron just said that he missed the press conference.
Yeah, man, that's what happens when you don't get any sleep.
Fuck yeah, you ain't lying about that. Yeah. That's why Mike gets his goddamn sleep right there.
Let's go out to these callers, man, and see what the streets think. We're gonna go out to our sponsors first.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
How in the fuck do we got 330 people watching and 60 thumbs up, man? We go through this every episode, my guy. Every episode, everybody in the chat. If you're watching it on YouTube, if you watch it anywhere, don't matter if you're listening on fucking Spotify or listening on Blog Talk, go to YouTube right now. iTunes, yeah, iTunes, all that good shit. If you're listening right now and you hear my voice, take the time out and support the #1 boxing podcast in the fucking world. Go over to YouTube that everybody has on their fucking phone and smash the goddamn thumbs up button. It do not, and I repeat, do not cost you a fucking dime. It's free to you, to me, and to Ness, and to Akin, and to everybody in the world. But if you can't do that, don't even bother fucking listening to us, man, because it's not even worth you listening because you're not supporting us. Sorry, Ness, go to the calls, man.
Nah, Manny Robles jumped off after the third fuck.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Imagine he had his daughter in the car, Michael.
Alabama.
I want Joshua. Joshua, come and see me, baby. No more hiding, no more ducking, no more dodging, no more excuses.
WBC Productions.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Call him drop the ball.
Who that? Javi?
There's only one Javi I know, so all right, we'll go on.
Why do you make me feel bad, man? I'm thinking that this guy.
My bad. I was muted.
Listen, I ain't making you feel bad, but that's literally how it happened. Look,
hey, you hear me?
It could have been me, Mike. Like, I curse a lot too. and I get on my tangents. You just so happen to do it while the guests were still listening.
Hey, do
I'm
you hear me?
sorry, Mr. Robles, man. No disrespect to you, man.
All right, bro.
No, he gone now. You might as well forget that.
Yeah,
I had to
Mike.
double check. I was like, oh shit, that's still him?
Hey, y'all show got flagged. Don't worry about getting paid for this one. Mike just flagged already by itself.
I mean, I think that's what Robles jumped off to do. He like, oh, you want me to go to YouTube? I'm about to flag all these F-bombs.
God damn, Mike, you put about 6 of them together, bro. You gotta space them out a little bit over the show.
And then he slid in the goddamn me.
Yeah, you tripping. You tripping, Mike. I mean, I'm happy to get this out the way. We can go and get this fight out the way because look like everybody else trying to run.
Where you trying to go? Vegas or Barclay for this?
I want to go to Vegas. You feel me? I'm trying to be in
You should have said Barclay so you could drive. Like, you really want to go to Vegas and spend that Vegas money on a Dominic Breazeale?
Ness, do you think I'm finna drive to New York? What you talking about?
Oh, you balling like that. My bad. I drive to Alabama all the time.
We flying, baby. We flying. I don't drive nowhere.
We meaning you and me?
Huh?
You said we. What you mean, huh?
What you mean? I said I'm flying.
No, you said we flying. You said
good. You somebody come with you, man?
Right, my bad. It's just me. Y'all niggas can drive all y'all want.
Oh, so now me and Mike can't fly with you though.
You can fly with me, but you better buy your own ticket.
You better. This guy.
Hey man, y'all buying my ticket since it's my birthday today. Y'all got my ticket.
Happy birthday, Javi, man. How are you? 22?
Happy birthday.
You could buy it today though.
Nigga, deuce.
He turned deuce.
You turned deuce.
Oh, so I got $22 for you. That's normally what I do every time it's your birthday. Like, give him.
Bet. Send me my 22, nigga. I take 22. What's poppin'?
Give you the amount of your age.
Nigga, I seen your ass $2.22 and keep fuck with me.
Little $22. I got you, Nez. We're gonna make some money off that 22 bet money.
Mm-hmm.
Who wins this weekend? Who gonna be the upset, man?
I ain't got nothing for you yet, Mike. You put me
Come
on.
You changing the subject, man. So what's up? Vegas? You want Vegas then? So you think this is going to purse bid?
Nah, they ain't got no money behind. They ain't got no money behind Breazeale. They ain't going to purse bid. Ain't no money.
That's true.
Early prediction.
Knockout, 3rd round.
Wow. All right, champ.
Cut it.
Stunner, New Jersey. Talk to me.
What's going on, Stunner?
What's up? Yo, I want to touch up. Yeah, also, I want to let this be known. See, when I call in, always know that I'm coming with something to add something to the conversation. So as far as this Breazeale thing, I want to go back about 2 to 4 months ago. Y'all might remember, but may not. Around like October, November, going into like Wilder Fury, there was talks or like there was some trash talk between like Breazeale and White. And during this time, I don't know if y'all remember, but Eddie Hearn said that he was in contact with Dominic Breazeale during this time frame. And what Hearn said was that he was trying to encourage Breazeale to, if he was going to fight Wilder, to let it go to purse bids so that Dazn can come in and make something happen. Or he said something along the lines of that, he said. So with Wilder and Breazeale, being ordered to fight, there's still a chance that, that whole aspect comes into play still. So, yeah, I mean, that's it. As far as where the fight is going to happen, I'd rather go to BK, take a train or drive over there or some shit. Plus, if Ness is trying to bet on any of the fights that night, I can just, get my money on the train and be out. But, yeah, that's my call.
All right, brother. Thank you for calling in. We're going to keep these lines moving. We got Edward, Alabama. Talk to me.
Yeah, I mean, I hope maybe, I don't know, all these announcements. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing today, Mike?
Chilling.
I don't know, all these announcements, I mean, it's great to hear whatever, I don't know, but I just wish they would just hurry up and make some fights. Tired of hearing about this and that deal, and it's like, let's make some fights. Only fight that we got in script right now is the June fight with Joshua. I mean, let's just make some fights. The good thing, like I'm glad to see that Curtis Martin got some training because I've seen him in that last fight. I'm not gonna lie, he kind of got me looking at him a little different too because I could clearly see that
Curtis Martin.
He has a little power, huh?
You call that nigga Curtis Martin, damn football player.
Yeah, well, the thing about it is, you can clearly see that he just needed some training. Like there's obvious flaws in how he's fighting, and it's just like, damn, is somebody not showing him how to throw jab? His balance is bad, but he got heart. He's willing to mix it up. He got a little power. So let's see what he can do. But if he knocks the young kid out, he might be able to get back in the picture, and that makes everything good. The more heavyweight fighters that we have that are contenders, that are legitimate fighters, the better the division is. So hopefully they hurry up and get this done. I don't care if it's a purse bid. I don't care how it gets done. I just want to see Wilder back in the ring with somebody. That's my call. Thank you.
Hey, man, he called that man Curtis Martin. Yeah. And then Curtis Martin played for the Jets.
Is my man, Mr. Boom Boom, gonna get that knockout?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, they got bad blood too. Yeah, it's gonna be fireworks from fucking round one. I'm telling you.
Oh.
Wilder and Breazeale. They got.
Man, I'm talking about Mr. Boom Boom, man. What you talking about, bro?
I thought we talking about the daily topic.
Yeah, you want some? You be boo loving with Wilder. You got different names for him? I thought
you said boom boom. Who else got the boom boom and they right hand?
Greg Corbin name is Mr. Boom Boom.
Bro, like I know shit like in detail about the main alias and
that you don't know. Like you on the biggest boxing podcast in the world, you don't know who you talking about? Greg Corbin 15-0.
Okay.
He only had one fight last year though, man.
Okay, sounds like you on Box Rick. Okay.
And he ain't been on this level.
Okay. Definitely like you on Box Rick. Okay.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Okay.
Ever.
So you must have seen the alias under like the date of birth.
No. I did an interview with Greg, remember?
Oh, okay.
All right. His name is what the fuck is his name? Damn. It's Greg Corbin. Bad News. Greg Bad News Corbin, aka Mr. Boom Boom. Huh? You don't know about that, man.
Oh yeah, hold on, man. I gotta talk my ish real quick. I'm gonna stop cussing, but man, look here.
What you talking about, bro? We got calls.
Mike Tyson, man. Don't be trying to steal our swag. I see you over there hot boxing with Mike Tyson. We been doing that. Don't just try to come in and talk boxing and blow up. Man, we been doing that, Mike. But on to the callers.
I mean, last I checked, Mike had a farm, but whatever.
Yeah, Mike got a whole goddamn acre to farm.
You know what I'm saying? Joshua, New Orleans. Oh shit,
Yeah,
Joshua,
what up?
my bad. But you ain't gonna be mad because I'm about to go to one of your peoples in the NO that's actually pound for pound. I've been making that mistake today, but that's because we having this like our third show plus like our third guest. So
You talking about pound for pound, man, you gotta be talking about R&V.
I'm talking about Boomerang. See what I'm saying? I'm messing up today.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia.
What's the deal, Yo.
What's good, dog? On my way back home, not just leaving the city, bro. Shout out to everybody at Mardi Gras. Ain't nobody get killed. It was like real peaceful this year. Want to give a shout out to everybody that kept all the bullshit to the side, you hear me? See, bro, next year we got to do a TBV down there in the city for Mardi Gras, dog. Telling you, you hear me? Gonna change your life, man. But back to this boxing, you dig? We already knew this fight was gonna happen. We talking about the fight with Wilder and Breazeale. I mean, I don't know. I guess we just gotta talk about it because it happened, you dig? But we already knew it was gonna happen. Wilder gonna knock this fool out. They're gonna have a fight at the press conference. They're gonna need extra security. Dominic Breazeale gonna try to sue the man again, and all that type of shit. You dig? But that's my call, man. I'm a boomerang back in, man. And look, everybody buy that fight, man. I already bought the fight already, man. I'm gonna be at the fight and I bought it, man. Support boxing, stop downing the shit and support it. Hit the thumbs up. That's my call.
All right. Oh, Anno, you gonna be in Texas, man? You better holler at us. We going to Brandon, Cincinnati. No, it was Joshua. Damn, my bad, Brandon. Joshua I'm telling you, I'm all over the place today. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
What's going on, Brandon?
Man, it's Joshua, man. You wildin' now. He
Man, that shit. Hey, you said Brandon the first time. Got me fucked up. What up, Jay? What up, Joshua?
Not much. Hey, I'm trying to come kick with y'all next week in Dallas. What gym y'all gonna be at?
Man, I don't even know the name of the gym because I was about to say UK. What the fuck is wrong? I need to sleep. Our Dallas guy Eric Cruz is getting all that situated. And remember, Border Wars is Border Wars only chant. But after that, you could chill because we're gonna be right a mile away from the what's the name?
No, I was I thought y'all was, for some reason y'all was watching the fight at the gym or something like that. So where y'all gonna actually be like watching the fight at?
We gonna be in our BNB.
BNB, where's that?
In Dallas.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm trying to come to one of y'all little parties because I mean, I don't come to too much of them. And I said if y'all ever came to Dallas, I would go to one of them and stuff. So
well, we ain't got no party. We ain't got no party this time. But I mean, like I said, hit us up on social media. We're definitely gonna link up.
Okay, that'll work and stuff. Well, that's what I was calling for. I had to touch on a few things a little bit off topic because I'm playing catch up with y'all videos. Spencer Fearon, Mr. 11-6, I think. I was looking at his box record.
Why you gonna come for him like that?
I'm coming for him because I felt like he was coming for you this morning. This guy, he talks pretty confident, and I guess like I was listening to some of the points he was making, and he claimed he was joking about how you handled the situation. Because I mean, I seen the video. I was actually watching Blue Blood video when that occurred, and I asked myself, now how the fuck would I have done that and dealt with that? As I'm 32 years old now. I mean, I'm from New Orleans. I got a certain mentality about myself where I conduct myself a certain way, but when you're in a professional setting, you got to still represent yourself. And I wouldn't have wanted to see Ness get banned from places because he dealt with a asshole who needed his ass kicked behind squirting water like a little female and stuff. So, I mean, like, I respect what you did. I didn't like it. I'm glad I wasn't there because I don't know how I took that neither because I don't care for stuff like that. So he was coming. I felt like he was trying to egg it on, and maybe somebody gave him advice and told him to go in on and stuff like that. That's why I came for his ass with his old 11-6 ass record. That's my call.
Nah, man, Spencer, good guy though, man. It's all good. Listen, the UK dudes, they have very sharp knives, so they banter digs deep. You got to be able to take it. You know what I'm saying? But thank you. It's always
water on you.
is even better for me not to have to say nothing and had the callers themselves express how they felt and how that situation, him teasing me made y'all feel. But it's all good. I take it just like that, man. Listen, I think Spencer's a great guy. He's working on the background to get his Dillian White. He's been coming on the show. He's always very motivational and a guy that just always wishes you well. I think he was just being playful, and listen, my profile raised after the water. Let's be real. So like, I just take it and I live with it, man. It is what it is.
Mr. Info Joe.
Tell them the truth, yo. Tell them the truth.
This portion of the show we call In the Know, presented by my brother.
Tell them the truth, yo. Tell them the truth.
This guy, people treat him like a fucking champ or something, like he won a belt.
What's up, my boxing brothers?
What's going on, Info Joe?
Hey man, y'all remember that song from Tony, and it rains in Southern California?
Yeah, why not?
Don't believe the hype. It's been raining down here like a fucking month straight.
90 seconds.
Hey, you know what? I'm not mad at this fight, man. Like you say, let's get it out the way. I think the build-up for the fight would be dope because it's personal. They're going to be talking shit. And I think it's, even though we're not wanting that fight right now, I think it wouldn't do bad for as sales. If it was, I don't think it should be a pay-per-view, though. But if it was, I think them talking shit and making it personal it'd build up the fight and it'd be hype.
Hey, Info.
Yo,
seconds.
see if you
Hey, Info.
Yo.
Who do you think broadcast this? DAZN on a purse bid, the way that the last caller said, suggesting that Dominic refuses to take the offers, forcing it to go to purse bid, and having Eddie step in, or Showtime, or does Al Heyman say, "I'm sorry, Deontay, I couldn't get you that Fury fight. You know, life happens, shit is fucked up, but let's put Dominic Breazeale on Fox to get you in front of more eyes." Or does Showtime say,
make the most sense?
Or does Showtime say, "Hey, I'm sorry, all these other heavyweights are getting television deals. Here's our $15 million apology to you to fight Dominic Breazeale"?
You know what?
10 seconds.
If I was in Wilder's shoes, I would go on Fox, man. That would be beautiful, man. He would get more views, and it wouldn't be like a step down from pay-per-view, because the amount of views you're going to get on Fox, and Fox is going to be popping right now, man. If I was in his shoes, I would go with Fox.
The problem with Fox is doing boxing events, they can't really show the lengthy commercials like they can doing like a football or basketball event.
Corner time from me. I hate that they don't give me my corner. Damn, I forgot my man Info. But thank you for calling in. Let me get on out to a boomerang. And my bad, Mike. I forgot Deej was over there in that little ass. It's this little ass avatar all the way off in this one computer.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it.
We just did.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Hey, yo, Skepta, on to them, boy. Oh, yeah, talk the boy, go suck out your mama bumbo. And give your father a body wash, too. We want more?
That nigga said, when my name come up, respect it.
Yo, what's up, guys? So,
last
time, what are you saying? So, last time when I was talking about his fight, and I said, I actually liked the fight, I got so much hate and backlash. But we have to recognize we need to get all these sort of little mandatories and crap out of the way. The prospects are coming. You know, the prospects are going to be fighting 4 or 5 times this year. You know, so people like Gorman might be up to his 21st fight come this time next year. So
yeah,
we want
Gorman,
these guys to get their shot too.
Yeah, but Gorman is headed for an all UK affair with Dubois before he's ever going to be on the world top 10 rankings.
Yeah, that's true. And I think he loses that fight personally as well. I think that Dubois guy is really special. But,
I just seen something with Frank Warren saying that those two are going to fight each other eventually. So it's like both.
He actually said he'll try to do it by the end of 2019. So he wants it this year.
Look at that. And they're both his fighters, right?
But personally, believe that. You know,
I mean, it's easier to do when it's in-house, champ.
I do think he kind of has to, because neither fighter will lose if they lose that fight. So similar to how Dillian White fought AJ and they were both undefeated, and Dillian White is now got that deal with ESPN. AJ is now, a world champion. So neither fighter at that point can lose from losing.
You think Nathan Gorman makes it that far?
Oh, no, I don't think he makes it that far, but I think he can't lose out. If he lost to Dubois, it's not like it's game over for him. He can still have a career in boxing.
I didn't even, I have yet to pay attention to that dude. Based
you know
on
what?
He ain't good, man. He's not good.
Based off how he looks,
a hell of a debate.
Based off how he looks, I was like, I'm not. He looked like
he's not that good, bro. Only thing he does is come on strong first 3-4 rounds, then he fades like a motherfucking Michael Jordan jump shot. Last 6 rounds. Not lying to you.
Hear what though? Hear what? So for me, I don't think this fight's gonna build Wilder anymore. I think he should take it back to the South and have this fight in somewhere like Georgia, Florida, somewhere like that. I don't think he should go to one of the big places. I think he should sell this as a family affair and give him back to the fans.
He'll never be able to do it, man. Barkley paying him too much.
He wants to do it, though.
He wants to. He does, but he's going to have to sacrifice the paycheck because Barkley's paying too much for that. But Deej. Cut it. Yeah, man. Mike, it's your turn to answer the question. What do you think happens? Does this go to DAZN? Does Dominic enforce the purse bid and Eddie come in? Like, I don't know, fucking Commissioner Gordon at the end of the bat line when, you know, I mean, how's this going to play out? Is it going to be Showtime saying, damn, we've been fucking up. Let's not lose this guy too and give him the bag for one fight? Or does Uncle Al take him to Fox and say, let's really make you a heavyweight by putting you on the world stage on a terrestrial channel?
Well, first of all,
I think he should ask for that too, because like now that Fury's gonna be on ESPN, I mean, yo, just getting money and fighting on. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what everybody's financial needs are, what they looking for, how they feel at that time and day. You know, because you remember one day it was one face, one champion. So like, if you still feel that way, then yeah, get on terrestrial TV. You know, if you know you've taken on more responsibilities and things like that, then yeah, get that bag on a one fight on Showtime and don't be seen by many people. Numbers are doing bad, right? I mean, Laura just did like 500,000.
Man, but before that, Javante did like 400,000.
It's too, right?
Not Showtime.
Oh,
before that, Javante did like 400,000. The only Thurman did, I believe Thurman did like a million when he fought Lopez on Fox.
Them numbers is not good.
But I think I think Thurman did like actually over a million when he fought on Fox. So yeah, I think he did like well over a million. But according to Lance Pugmire an hour ago, talks making progress for Deontay Wilder and Dominic Breazeale May 18th. Deal expected within a week, I'm told. So he's saying that this fight is not likely going to purse bid. It's probably going to go to a deal now. I do agree that this fight should be on Fox, though. I think the more eyes you can get on Deontay Wilder, and if you can do a good enough job at promoting him and having him on Undisputed, a Fox show, having him on like The Herd, a Fox show, like all these Fox sports shows, and incorporate that with the ESPN and the pop culture shows. I mean, they could mark for a big fight, and it's free TV. People are going to watch.
It's free TV. How do you sell their animosity? Isn't this fight better suited for a premium network so that these two can sell the backstory? They can sell the hotel lobby. They can show video of it. If it's free TV, you're not going to show the heavyweight champion of the world acting like a hooligan. But if it's premium, you are.
That's when you have these apps and you have these other platforms where they're not as synced or as the rules aren't as strict as what you can say. Like Fox has I believe they have a Snapchat, they have a Twitter page, they have an IG, so that they can have these kind of content without putting them on the Fox channel, and they can always go back and edit it. And we seen with Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence, they were bleeding shit out like the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So it's possible it's just gonna be a lot more bleeps. That's all.
Nez, when you said Wilder or PBC essentially and Al Heyman are gonna have to make a choice whether they put him on Fox or whether they offer him more money, I think where Deontay Wilder is in his career now, the exposure will eventually lead to more money anyway, because it leads to, you know, more opportunities in America.
So
exactly, it leads to a wider audience, and Deontay Wilder wants to be known with the commercial audience. He wants to do it. I think he said he wants to get into acting too. So I think for what he wants to do after boxing and for what he wants to do in boxing in terms of being one face, you know, one name, one champion, he needs to kind of think of the bigger picture, and the bigger picture would be to go on to Fox and be exposed to as many people as possible.
And just like piggyback on what you said, the paycheck you're getting right now probably ain't the paycheck you're gonna be getting right now, if you get my drift. Like he said, like you can get the paycheck now, and it may not be the 15 million that you wanted, but being on Fox, it just opened your eyes up to more people, and more people means more chances at being on movies, TV shows, doing commercials, having sponsors, having these big corporations come after you and market their products. I mean, it's a win-win to me, because in my opinion, he's gonna get a fucking impressive knockout over Dominic Breazeale, so that could only go viral and just help the cause.
Yeah. Do you think though that Deontay Wilder's fight against Dominic Breazeale will be compared to the fight that AJ had against Dominic Breazeale too?
We all know it is, because the Molina fight was.
Meaning The Molina fight was 100%, but meaning
we're gonna compare everything they do, bro. We compare
Yeah.
their press conferences. We compare how they reacting to certain questions. Like we compare everything. We're gonna compare the opponent. I know I am.
I know I'm probably wrong for like saying this, but we'll probably look back 30 years from now, and if everything goes like if they have a trilogy or something, this could be our Ali Frazier, where everything is compared to each other. Everything that you can't mention one guy's name without saying the other guy's name. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys are going to be entrenched with each other.
It is like that because you can't talk about Oscar without Trinidad, and Trinidad's been so far removed from the game, but that fight and that moment lives on forever. So like it just boxing is like that. Like if Big Baby has a tight fight and they give him like just like Maidana. Look at Maidana and the love that he's getting coming back from those tight fights with Mayweather. Like he's earned himself. He about to get like easy.
Bro, he about to get easy money.
Think about it. Think about it. If Al brought him back, imagine how much Dazn was offering him. Eddie was offering him. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like these dudes are making cake out here. But let me get to Javier on the boomerang.
You, I'm back. But I thought about it. It's gonna happen on Fox or Showtime because, bro, Breazeale PBC, right? Like, right?
Yeah, and he PBC on Fox is like so the fans are like familiar with like seeing him on Fox.
So they're gonna put him back on PBC. They're gonna put that shit up probably on Fox, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, if they put that on Fox, it's the numbers you're gonna see gonna be ridiculous on Fox for free. If it's not pay-per-view and it's on Fox for free, oh, you might get about 5, 6, 7, 8 million views.
Wow.
No, Javier, you gotta think. You gotta think, Javier, you gotta think, big dog. You got to think, big dog. What is May?
What's he got?
What is May, Javier? What is May?
What
happens in May?
Hulkamanias?
Nigga, NBA playoffs, man. NBA playoffs.
That's cool.
Man.
That's my question.
No,
how many viewers did Keith Thurman and
I think like almost 3, right? Almost 3, right?
They got?
I think almost 3.
What?
I believe they got almost 3 million, Javier.
All right. Now, who bigger? Keith Thurman or Deontay Wilder? Deontay Wilder.
Right,
Wilder
but you saying
television.
he gonna do 3 times the amount?
Bro,
well, 2 times I get.
I'm trying to tell you.
I know. Hey, yo, listen. I'm gonna make a case for you that Keith Thurman was out of the ring 2 years and got 3 mil. So Wilder maybe should get 8.
And think about it. When he's on Showtime, a premium
shit.
channel, on a premium channel, he's going like 2 million.
Cut it. To this day.
Sing along if you know the words. Come on.
Yo. Can you not hear me?
What up,
man? It sound like you're in a motherfucking hallway of a basement.
Oh, listen, you have to deal with it. Listen, I'm going to use my boomerang now, so don't cut me. Anyways, I think Wilder's going to have to fight on pay-per-view, but this, for this mandatory, because if he doesn't, how's he going to go back to AJ and demand a 50-50? So, and I'm not sure how he's going to do with pay-per-view. I mean, we'll see how that does. But my question is, Breazeale, I think, he should go for a post bid, right? I think that works better for him if he goes for a post bid. What do you guys think?
I mean, it sounds good, but I think he trusts Al Heyman as being his advisor, so he's probably gonna go with what Al Heyman says. I mean, Al been taking care of him good since. Why bite the hand that feeds you?
Yeah, but if you're making more money somewhere else, I mean, all this loyalty to Al Heyman, I don't understand it. But anyways, I mean, I guess each fighter has to decide what's best for them. Do we give him any chance of winning at all?
You answer your own question, big dog. This is the voice of the people. Do you give a chance of winning?
Upset,
Say what now?
I think he might get an upset.
Okay, everybody is entitled to opinion. Like an asshole, they all stink.
But we'll see. We'll see. I want him to beat Deontay Wilder anyway because he doesn't want to fight AJ. So, and I'm tired of him holding that WBC belt hostage. But yeah, that's my
hostage. Tell AJ to get past Miller. Miller's gonna knock his ass out.
Ah, you wildin'. I hope somebody clip that shit.
Yeah, clip it out, man.
We need to remember
Call me, motherfucking.
We need to remember that.
Somebody put that right there and make that day call it.
Miller will knock out AJ.
You wilding right now.
Listen,
stop AJ.
Okay. Oh, you said you were done. Now you trying to jump.
Man, no. He said he won't use his a boomerang.
Quick one. I'm gonna be in the States the May 30th. So that party, I'd love to be there. So send me details in it.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm at the AJ fight, basically.
For sure.
I'm trying to get a special guest, man, there too.
We're going to have a TBV appreciation night May 31st. It's also going to be my birthday. So absolutely make sure you follow us on our forms of social media so we can give you those details. And for anyone out there interested in being a sponsor for this event, contact us on any form of social media or email while we still have sponsorship slots available. Last appreciation night, F and Vodka and 50 Cent obviously sponsored us. Stella Liquor, the beer sponsored us, WBC, shout out to WBC. IBO, shout out to the IBO. Yo, I should get my belt. They ain't seen my belt. Patreon only seen my belt. Let me
go get the belt, baby. Go get the belt, man. IBO motherfucking champion, man. Look here. We bringing this belt out May 30th, May 31st, I believe.
Yo,
I got the case.
I got
the bag. Oh, Eddie Hearn's the bag.
Because I got both my straps in here. I ain't gonna put this one ain't mine. This one's vacant. I can't act like this is
mine. That bitch chunky. That motherfucker chunky.
It's so heavy, Mike.
I can't
act like this one's mine because I ain't win it in the ring. But this is vacant for Border Wars. We're gonna be putting this up June 1st. Right fight because this is diamond encrusted. This is diamond. This is all diamonds, okay? And then you just see, shout out to the IBO. They believe in Border Wars. Little by little, Border Wars is growing. Can't wait for the day that Foot Locker, somebody sponsors it so we can take it global. But till then, we got the IBO. Oh, just in case you think this is some little fake one.
I'll open it up. Do you see the diamonds? Hold on. Bring it back. Tilt it right there. Tilt it right there.
Wait. You see that? That ain't my dog, man. Look at that. Oh, and that's another little IBO diamond encrusted thing. Back. Plus, it got the Black Panther. You know what I'm saying?
This Panther?
Yeah, this Panther.
That's Panda.
No. Panther.
Oh, Panther. Okay, I thought you said Panda.
That's why you thought yesterday you was like, yo, Peter gonna come get you. Nah. I mean, they might still come get you for some Panther too, but whatever.
You're right. Yeah. Fuck Peter. No, not fuck Peter, but
ain't the IBO from Africa anyway?
It's like one of them
most South African champions have it. Most
of them have it. Yep.
So
Zulani had it.
No, had it. Oh, Crawford took it off Zulani already?
David Haney beat Zulani.
Oh, you talking about Ngundani?
And yeah,
you having nightmares of Zulani. Zulani is Zulani Minge, baby.
That's how you say Zulani.
Zulani Minge is the IBO.
They got the same name though, bro.
The one Crawford gonna unify.
Who you supposed to be? AJ?
Oh no. If I was AJ, I was gonna do it like this. He do it on one hand. Hold on. He go like.
How you do it?
He go like that. Yeah.
No, he actually holds it like all the belts. Right, he has more than one. He has more than one. He actually holds. He has to use two hands because he actually has like more than one belt. Unlike your champion, he has.
How many hands you use to hold your belt? Because here go mine's right here. Here go mine. I want mine in the ring. Border Wars champ. So how many use? Oh, he don't use hands, Mike.
That didn't get the diamond encrusted IBF too.
Yo, tell Neil, come get it.
Anybody see Neil?
Tell Neil, stop carrying AJ belts. Come fight Ness May 31st in Border Wars.
I'm gonna clip that right there. I'm gonna clip this right here.
Open challenge. Coogan, smoke. Neil, smoke. champ. That's the champ. All right, yo.
Anybody want smoke with the champ, man, they can get it, man. Even Wax.
Yo, did we go twice to NL?
No, once.
Ooh. See, that's I gotta holler at y'all, man. I gotta find out where y'all gonna be at. It sounds like y'all just gonna do a fight party. Y'all not going to the fight. All right, how y'all doing?
Some of us is because obviously we got to cover it. So 2 people covering it. Javier definitely going to the fight. It's all mixed. It's all mixed.
All right. So Javier, go. I gotta hook up with Javier then, because I'm gonna be at the fight, and then so I'm trying to see because I'm doing some shit before the fight. Like I told y'all, we doing the seafood and all that. So I was saying, fuck, I could have brought it to wherever y'all had a B&B at, and until the fight pop off, then I roll out from there and try to come back or however.
Definitely, man. Get with us on
all
social
right,
media.
Yeah.
So we can switch
all
numbers
right,
and shit, and we go from there.
All right.
All
right, we're gonna do it like that. But what else I want to say, man? Yeah, man. How do y'all think that press conference gonna do, man, with Wild and Breazeale and all that, man?
Man, I hope they break out the
plexiglass. They gonna have to do the fight in New York, cause they're gonna have to, man. They're gonna have to, cause they got a lot of heat behind that shit. You gotta think about Wilder brother, Marcellus, and all them. He probably, man, dude probably didn't want them at the press conference when you think about it. You know what I'm saying? You can't really blame him.
That's why I said break out the plexiglass. Break out the plexiglass. But they ain't gonna be able to ban him. Like, I don't think, unless that shit come from Al, and I don't even think Al gonna like tell Wilder, like, yo, tell Marcellus he can't come to the press conference.
Yeah. That's gonna be some weak shit, right? Then Breazeale, like shit that was AJ had a power to do that, but Breazeale, he ain't got that kind of power. You know what I'm saying? Then they gonna have to do that fight in New York.
Cut it.
All right. Thank everybody for calling in. This has been another one. This was a breaking news announcement. WBC just made this, broke this news a couple minutes ago. If you're watching this on YouTube, present, future, past, doesn't matter. Hit that thumbs up button. Helps with the visibility of the show. To all the, retards out there talking about where'd I get the belts? I mean, the sanctioning body sent me the belt. We are the biggest podcast in the world. Remember, this is straight from the IBO. That's why it's so heavy. Shout out to my people's Erica. That's what we do.
Big up to the 2-time IBO champion Chris Eubank Jr.
We let them know about border wars, and we let them know how the other sanctioning bodies was involved in border wars and how we would want their sanctioning body to be part of border wars. And with each season, border wars keeps going.
If you want to check out what border wars is, go to the YouTube page and we
go to Brandon. Yo, you stuck, Brandon.
No. We definitely didn't go to Brandon.
What up, B? This is why you gotta always listen to the end of the show. To the end of the show, because you never know. We like the army. We never leave a man behind.
No man left behind enemy lines. Something like that.
Good looking out for coming back. But yeah, man, I think this fight gonna happen in Brooklyn on Fox. I don't think this fight big enough to really be in Vegas. And then you gotta see that they moved Danny Garcia's fight to Cali. So I'm thinking that's probably why they did that, to open up the spot for Wilder a month later. Yeah, I think it's gonna be on Fox in Brooklyn. I think Wilder's gonna knock him out, but I don't think it's gonna be as quick as everybody think. I think Breazeale, that motherfucker durable. He gonna take a beating for like 6 rounds, 7 rounds, then finally drop. So I don't think it's gonna be like a 1 or 2 round knockout. I think it's gonna go like 6 or 7.
Man, he might go more, to be honest with you. He might go more, to be honest, but this ain't the betting show. Look, Mike don't like what he heard.
I think this shit gonna fight.
No, nigga, I'm there with you, nigga. Yeah. Shit, he was in a fucking war with fucking Zug, what the fuck his name is, and he showed a lot of durability. Like he showed he could get up off the canvas, fight through stamina.
Yo, 11 more subscribers to be part of the team, so we could get to 98,000 subscribers. Come on, man! Tell a friend to tell a friend. We need 2,000 more to get to 100K. Can we get that 100K? Can we get that 100K today?
We're gonna get 100K in Dallas, big dog. What's up,
I
man?
want that 100K today.
To this.
Yeah. I got all new. Yo, if you into Hank Lundy and his fight with Avery Sparrow, we got all camp life footage with Lundy. You know, he's taking it serious. We got some camp life with Amir Mansour. You know, he's gonna be fighting FA. So if you gotta do your research for your bets, you need this footage. Sparrow is probably the underdog, you know. Amir Mansour, underdog. See how much of a dog. Find out what round they could get sparked in, or could they do some sparking? You know what I'm saying? Just saying.
Nes.
What the fuck?
Oh,
What the fuck?
Really? You don't think none of that can happen? I think Sparrow's a live dog. What up, B?
I just noticed you have more belts than Wilder.
Ah, you're so funny. No, this is
you got more than Wilder.
No, this one's fake. Like I said when I pulled it out, this isn't mine. I didn't win it in the ring. This was just given to us. It arrived yesterday. IBO, you know, hooked it up, and yeah, it's here. So we got more shows, obviously. Damn, we got to do Patreon. I'm about to be out. NES, GTO, Instagram, Twitter. Peace.
Gross 1911 IG, Gross 2312 on Twitter.
It's been a good one, guys. Catch you on the next one.